It was for Mama Joe Mama Kwaba. Hi Taabea TV. Obe join me live on Facebook. Taabea Television. Obe tuma search. After YouTube. Taabea TV. Na Instagram no nyina no. Any other social media handles. One search for Taabea TV like pages no. Na share. You share our dialogue. Jumede so. And then you might be doing come over brain. Lawyer Javier Sosu or judges any magistrates are reporting on the General Legal Council for Sambia. Waka omugidi se entwe na emfa ne kwanso no yebehwe na edi ho nkomo yewia yebekomra hye bedwam ni makese mienu na ekoso edi nkan no Asen of MP Jachi Kwesin ni issue no say emfa na akwa kodru yehwe ni mu se Adamu second part 2 basis mass answer repeat na these issues no se yebehwe na yedi ho nkomo and finally Adwoa Safo a ono nkasa ne members of parliament and as any colleagues in the NPP side no accusing us of holding their party to ransom. A dear number of Kafa, so we absenting her from parliament for some days. A then number of Kafa, and then a parliament bit my year, and a then so NPP bit my year, a dear far Adwoa Safo. We need some Hodomi and son, and then you may be home como a dialogue, you may so. My guest, a lawyer Kwame Adofo, as usual, a legal consult about and ransom the Taabea on the boy, not or church and some of the train, and a baby there. Na agyenchemu ede free ho ewo na so Kumase Holy Trinity Chambers na odi na djuma medin de kwabena kire Martin Ado Taabea Herbal Products na Beauty 360 na eso asan djuma de ye de brewo metwa me ho aba mema na kwa aba na ya hye ensem na se
obeda emano siden cry Taabea takum wedi emema yedro no eme nya ahoden ene ahoden ye eye mema dro enu ti na banma bi ahia bi no
eye mema dro ma wona wodi mfie edu wotwe ereko
etufo ane atofo ene obi opedidu etu aton bia enko chemical shops pharmaceuticals ane herbal shops anase freyen e 0243 686861 ana 0245 749206
FDA ajisa etwedi nkratu yatu
kai se Taabea takum de bema bia ye takum
lawyer memo akwaba
yenua
na kum
boko na so
yamiado me hoye mo finisha panso
I think comedy I think zeni da so tinkwam am say this year in share
oh yes this year in share
the yamia se ho ye
yes so the yamia se so e better sense because last year near the previous years no nyina no you've been with us anytime we open bia so yes so na oboy am a free legal advice
we your friend say who ye o man djuma
okay
o man djuma de emre ho
yo that's a pa yen ko yen in streets ye sha say from Madina MP some few weeks ago NDC organized a demonstration against e-levy demonstration asere na okoka sembia na ekofa judges binom ho say we address some of the judges political judges and omo behave as political judges they will be dealt with as political judges. In the first place, sa comment no as a lawyer, say na usifano.
Uni I say assembly o ha obisa ya na e kana in the sense say my personal view they say lawyers generally should not even be allowed to go into politics.
Lawyers
Me fee say wow we a lawyer no the moment I be watching so because politics no the bar association or the general legal council should not even issue you a practicing certificate. This is my position.
I didn't hear.
You tell me cuz I say there are 3 branches of government. You can say because government you want the judiciary,
okay,
the executive and
legislature.
The legislature. Ni nyina aka bom na be aban.
Okay.
And the kasa aban a na nye president and ministers and members of parliament in court no so kan.
Okay.
And so kan ho bi. Now they are supposed to be distinct. I mean, so be a journal. Content. Na obi a lawyer and also obi a judge or form part of the judiciary.
Okay.
And so ujina hoa. It is all person ka free ho. Now baba part of the legislature and also legislature. I said it me mau. I just resign by this amount lances.
Nti bia a wo no se wo judiciary e se wo free ho.
E se and this amount lances for you to be both.
Okay.
Reason anything. Reason is say with judiciary no are a containing or consistency of the lawyers and the judges. It is there as or seen or is supposed to be seen as the umpire.
Anything.
Say it's supposed to be fair and balanced
to
everybody.
Okay.
So what does it? At the moment of Biba Kwaka politics about that is only according to draw politics into the judiciary. Okay, let me put it differently. You have to say we are lawyer. You are part of
the
judiciary court in the system. Court no cannot work without you being a lawyer being there.
Okay.
Until we are, that's why we are admitted as an officer of the court.
Okay.
Until you can't judiciary no. Now, the me say the moment obesa akwa the same person who share a champion. Now what's our politics no? Uji.
Yeah.
Now I say we a brilliant lawyer crana. The moment you are handling a case, people will start to think, say, we are politician, and uti any amount of favor.
Okay.
So that's it. Because you are bringing a political hat into the same person. For example, your said there's a high profile political case. I actually pandin about court.
Yeah.
So, not lawyer. Would you charge him also say a politician?
Okay.
So what's the
conflict of interest?
It appears to say you may be a brilliant lawyer, but who in here? People will say because say we are politician, one or influencing
ruling no
judges number one. Okay. So what does it? Which may not even be the case.
Okay.
It's me personally, maybe I'm of the view say so we are lawyer now break. Na pessoa politics. Ele se mal license bio.
And you license no fluency.
Na for your politics. Who you are na bra, no about apply for license. So because where we allow people to play both the judiciary and the legislature. We end up bringing politics into the courtroom.
Okay.
So, and I personally don't believe say it's going to do a good service or does a good service to the justice system because we want to make it said there be obia kokota obe satisfied say emrano ne di ni pepepe.
Okay.
So emrano ne di pepepe say not only must justice be done, it must also be seen to be done. Obia per se onya quarter okokota ye ni di pe. Now corner say what suspect say judge not you no eye politician na wo afa uni ho a wadwene o say enko yema wo.
Okay.
So eti from day one no opo so yi ni free ho because wadwene o say we were in this in judge. That is the problem. But here na kayeni sa clear and obvious political people around her. Sa perception may not even be there. And once they go, also called politics are fine. Go contest now we will not give you a license. You see, this is let me explain this to you. For you to be a lawyer means you must have gone through the training. School na near call
to the bar.
And at some point, you know, you also Abia call me Kwame. If you never a lawyer. But every year so your license.
Okay.
So that's it. And it's a one your license in a particular year. You are not practicing lawyer. Your name is on our record.
Okay.
But you cannot practice.
Okay.
So what's the record? Because every year so renew.
Okay.
At the moment, obi be call politics. And you say you renew.
So suspended.
Yes.
The license.
Yes. As you suspended the license, no. So they be on conquer the politics. No, we no officer. Thank you.
No, I renew the license.
No, about renew license.
Wow.
And no be save all this commentary, all these problems. Amount for fee say. Some people are being done wrongly because of more political lenses.
And obi a lawyer. Now was a politician.
I have a problem with it.
Yeah, now their loyalty, no.
Also, who says our question? That is a question that should not even be asked. Because we're a lawyer, your loyalty must first be to the court. A lawyer must have your first fidelity. Fidelity must be to the court. So that's it.
Okay.
Now, the moment you split, you are now loyal to your constituency. Equally, we are loyal to the justice system. So there's a conflict of interest.
Until you should be back.
What here now refi? Now go make a commentary. Political comment. Now go affect the judiciary.
Okay.
Which is what is happening to my brother. So that by here na go need practicing certificate. And we are the politics. Kasa judicial political judges commentary or making and so necessary.
For somebody, for a lawyer to describe judges as political judges, a lawyer, politician, describing some judges as political judges, and that they will be dealt with accordingly. So, I mean, how I should put it.
See, normally, we be a straightforward question for me to answer, and he said, "Me no, I will not make that comment." My courts are. Some of the judges, I was not happy with them. But because of my training and the rules I wanted, I will not come and make those commentary against them.
I didn't hear.
Because I'm not allowed. So your rules do not allow you to throw mud at the court. Because it means that man for lose confidence in the justice system. That it's a very serious offense if you're a lawyer.
GBA responded to the comments no. And ono in his response to GBA no. Ono person say he's being honest. He wants to speak the truth. And then he goes ahead to describe the GBA as, excuse my words, useless, and that they have outlived their relevance. Has it got to that level?
You see, that's a good question. There are problems with that statement. When you make that statement now, there's a problem. In a sense, once you describe an organization, say it's gone past its use by date, it's now no longer relevant. Fine, GBA is not an entity that has any power. Essentially, it's an association.
Okay.
You either belong or you can choose not to belong.
Okay.
But the General Legal Council is a regulatory body. Regulatory lawyers.
Okay. So
your licenses can only be issued by them. More licenses.
Okay.
So no money junior. This order on court. I'm a court sanction woman as a court order.
Okay.
So more licenses. And when you are making a certain statement, the General Legal Council, what do you say? And so making sure say they are protecting the legal system.
Okay.
So the justice system is being maintained and respected. It's part of our training. We have the rules there, the do's and don'ts.
Okay.
You are not supposed to make certain comments against a judge. They don't say, hey, judges be okra, I'm not happy with them. But the law says, there are rules says, don't make the commentary. So if he said, people are now a judge, that's a judge, before I can make a petition privately against you. But I'm not allowed to go and to the public and make a statement against you because that is where we call contempt. But aside of contempt, it's against our rules. We don't do that.
So could he be cited for contempt?
Well, at this stage, you see, one of the commentary was not directed at a particular judge.
Okay.
It was more like a political judges will be dealt with politically.
Okay.
So,
okay.
By implication, it means that there are some judges who are political.
We share was a Association of Magistrates and Judges of Ghana. Almost FR reporting to General Legal Council. They are asking some questions. Was say who is a political judge? Who determines who is a political judge? And by what criteria is the determination made? Who are the so-called political judges who are going to be dealt with? So these questions, they want Susu to answer these questions.
Now, wait, ABS pay. There were some years ago, Lawyer Bibeka said, when judge be our G bribe 500 Ghana cedis. It's about 7-8 years ago or so.
Okay.
Emma, judges in our boycott. Said they will not even hear him.
Okay.
I'm just trying to remember his name.
Okay. So in that case, then in your case, how?
That's a problem. Who describes you a political judge? That's all. What are you trying to say? That's why we are not supposed to be making certain commentaries like that. So that's it. But obviously, ABA says judges and magistrates report. Maybe he will have some examples. We don't credit or evidence be all.
Okay.
Who's announced the evidence be by? ABA has evidence that he's going to do, but it's better we don't zoom in on Susu alone.
Okay.
Because especially when somebody has been complained against, it's better we don't zoom in on what he has done.
Okay.
But more generally, and yes, something you must do.
Okay.
You don't run the system down because look, you can live without the president. You can live without ministers. You can live without parliament. But you cannot live without court. Because it's a court that puts the country together. You say, just a court in the echo. So that's it. That's a court you're running it down. We will not be able to go.
Okay. In this case, in case he is unable to substantiate our general legal counselor, what are the possible maybe punishment? And I said then a bit not.
I can't say because if you are tour, you may be treated differently. A tour asumesia, he may be treated differently.
Okay.
Then you depend on the circumstance and the time
who
make it start.
Okay.
But there are sanctions.
Okay.
She invited on. That's when to me and justify the comments, and also when to me explaining on. There may be sanctions because under our rules, we are not allowed to make commentary of that nature. To describe the court as political judges, we are not allowed. So, I am not saying it's wrong or good, but I'm only saying we are not allowed.
Okay. And lastly, how is this going to endanger the reputation of the judicial system?
Well, it depends. Well, you see, Ghana legal system has gone through quite a bit. And NAS did a job on the legal system. Be assured, say, judges now are aware, or now, to put it in a different way, they appreciate that there are problems. You heard the Susu, if you're on Sukra, evidence you and I don't know.
Okay. It has any lawyer, Kwame Adofo, Holy Trinity Chambers, any dinkomo, Kumasi. Ya dinkan ashe so Sudan every yemfa ento na yentwa homre ba, ibe parliament proper. Na yashe James Jachi Kwesin, the embattled ascend of MP. Ni case no mpempenso be na kodru na ehefa na ye headed towards and asenfa na ye ko ansa na finally ya hwe Adwoa Safo ni issue na ansa na de nkomo no abewe twa ho aba na ya to aso na de kura ni penny autoyi
dear listeners, before I sign out, I would like to introduce to you Taabea Herbal Mixture, a great and effective herbal medicine for malaria, loss of appetite, and general body pains. Taabea, a fact I can personally attest to.
Taabea Herbal Mixture. Ansa na wobenom Taabea Herbal Mixture. Shisho moja muhunu se wenye chidi yare no bi ansa. FDA ahwehwe saa ejwadi nkrato yi mu agye atom se eye.
Alright, yebesa mama kwaba mamenkanfo Taabea Herbal products emfama Taabea Herbal Mixture for malaria and in related diseases. Onumu a eyi nyina free ho ema wonso utimi ede ho afi wa wo hu ayemra na se yare tabo na wo yare basabasa bibi kakra na obe ya na wabre ahoden na ewo fom wo immune system ewo fom a Taabea Herbal Taabea zanike ena mekanfo de ama wonum bia wautum say yes ahoden no aba ejana na so your ban so a eyi infection bia free ho ema ho etumi etop a eno achi ena ode Taabea Herbal capsules and so abedwa so awonoma detoxification drug eyi wo yam ho enema bia nsem fata se wo yam efi bia free ho ema also etumi do ho wanom nsa konya hangover eno na mekanfa ma uja beja ona kakra uwi a wo ho etumi ato ena ode Taabea takum enso aba be ma ho ode mofom ewo mpem oba woni atenka ebo apa ema ho etumi eyeden ema onije ewo mpem uwi a no akoto ahofe no so ewo beauty 360 onai omore onsa de obese oye bia no ni nyina no obetimi aye na uwie nso a ode massaging department abeka ho intibra na yemiemia na o moja no entimi ndia frosane ye na o ho nsisi ho so na otimi akọ aba ama ho atimi ato wode home service aba enti wo pese obafie beye wo ho adwuma ni nyina so no obetimi aye so ye be ma so ye ba oba beye ho adwuma wutina opese oyi a oba be ya ma opese osese ho omore wonsa ne wona ni nyina no opese ye no ofie a ofre na obeba na obedi sedwan ama wenum na so yasna yeri dwumade ebrel lawyer ma yenhwe James Question Honorable MP for Asin North aha they say nasam nase ayehu NPP for there almost say onye MPB and I say memfa no say the other side omne no etwe no almost say pay the court ruling and the High Court judge ruling now say he cannot hold himself as MP no has not been overturned, but he still goes to the parliament. Is he not contempting? And as a dice cacrament, shouldn't be a so lawyer.
Mr. Question 70. Would you know and hard to see an end. But so being a cockwater. Ma I say, and somehow with me I can. And I saw two wasi. Okay. Say you become constrained a bit. And maybe you are put me kind of pain. Okay. This is the uncle quarter of Timika. Not 7 no. Baby, you didn't say time or fill forms. And this is what I've told you from day one. Yeah. So Bekaya. Your mouth form se fill. Now what sign undertaking say I so I am qualified to stand. Okay. Now your witness yamo. That is a declaration. It is all if it turns out say information on the form at the time you are signing you're wrong, you have committed an offense. Okay. It is maybe for example passport forms. And it's an hopefully careful. A drew baby a sign declaration. I so. A ho and ask no. Because when you sign it pet and it turns out the information on it is not true and correct, you can be prosecuted. Okay. Sorry. In Mr. Kwesi's case, at the time of filling forms, na wonye already now soon citizenship, Canadian citizenship. At the time of filling forms, won him say information no woman was not correct because that time not that's we Canadian citizen.
Okay.
And now what is so surprising about his case is say everybody is known. It's known. It's known say obiako prison pain.
Yeah.
And so if you find yourself in a similar position, you shouldn't drag it out.
Okay.
But when I say you serve no documents on 7 January 2021, someone called Parliament, or ignore it. Ama was it was 1 year? More than 1 year.
Yeah.
Ojaketia. And to say if it turns out say corners all your legal, is exhausted. What happened to the timer who acted according to the law?
Okay.
Not illegal. What happens? But who say Attorney General file criminal charges against him?
Yeah.
The main chance and say why now? I don't want you the data. No ba now.
Charges no.
Yes. Because when you're the bad now at the critical time, E-level. Our parliament. I'm off office. Over so pass we live in dinner. Oh, chanting.
Okay.
So what does it? But the whole of 2021, I am one. Because the moment over fill form, if it turns out that it's not true, that Attorney General should have charged him a long time ago.
Okay.
I didn't know man charged him. Now fear waba 2022. Just at the time when the e-levy is pending. Because of that, it did not head. Meanwhile, it's an offense which occurred a long time ago.
Okay.
When a matter is pending before the court, so whether he is guilty or not, at this stage, what I can tell you, they say, call Supreme Court, Chikata, and lawyer. The Supreme Court said the case in a pending or Court of Appeal.
Okay.
Court of Appeal for Enfanto. Now, interpretation. Our person call seek interpretation Supreme Court. Interpretation was seeking to say at what time and now only a corner. So free from any other citizenship.
Okay.
So High Court I interpret. Mr. Kwesi is one in your our Court of Appeal. I almost interpret.
Okay.
Almost no Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court say. So as an abano, just say ambiguity. And I say okay. Interpreting you.
Okay.
With my high interpreting say, with my high interpreting as an amako Supreme Court. Ama Mentia say Benyan says Supreme Court are not almost said they should come back to the Court of Appeal. It's about Court of Appeal. That's all Lusua. It's over.
Only any option.
Oh, obey me decide Supreme Court to be. But Supreme Court will not come some right. So that's it.
Okay.
And at this stage, I check. But your legal system, your problems with it. A check. Obi oha. Point to be over who appeal. So that's it.
I say no a deliberate tactics. Yeah.
A binum yana deliberately. A binum so because Omu believes that the judge is wrong.
Okay.
So that's it. A be a point to be not judge rule it. Under normal circumstances, you should continue with the trial.
Okay. But
Obi wa rule chair no afali appeal. No afali motion for stay. It idea say take 3 months no can take 3 years. Because a coho na o the appeal. Maybe appeal for this and now have back. Time wasting. And utina sa case over 4 years. That's all the Justice
Honyanuga former CEO.
Thank you.
Okay.
Point be a appeal no more court recuse I don't need delay cases. But you see, when you are delaying the case, you are also it's affecting your own client too. Because justice delayed is justice denied. Would you not want to see whether you are
guilty or
quickly or innocent quickly?
Okay.
So, you play legal system in the hopes that the case will become foolish case. These are some of the problems we have in our country. And I don't know how we'll be able to resolve them.
In this case, say it bet travel maybe a traveler na you travel 4 years a week. Na 10 and 9 day. You say finally he's been found guilty. Why salaries for 4 years, why allowances for 4 years when he was not qualified? And no, then a bit messy.
Who's at the most I can't go prison? Possible. It will be a training ready, busy. But a hard dream. Hard dreams will be a won't qualify. Now, your system no is so slow, say. You're only going to chat the time we answer now. Judgment be about one way or the other.
Okay.
Hard dream. I see a very expeditious system here. A bit me address way quickly.
Other presidential election petition. Yetima timeline say within this period, but parliamentary there timeline and
who's a previously presidential election petition any timeline. Should that make special law. And it may delay. Okay. Can just petition you can call 9 months, 1 year.
But there has been precedents.
Yes.
Draghi, I didn't know more yes.
Let's say a similar one for parliamentary. I agree with you. But only year for presidential.
Wow.
I don't think it's me year and 10 within 3 months. That's what we should be doing for all the cases.
Okay.
Because as a growing AD, you can play the legal system when it's not supposed to be like that. You say you don't qualify. This is my evidence. I qualify.
I qualify.
I don't know. Obey who appeal. So what did I say?
Okay.
That is the problem we have.
Okay. All right. My info we know in Siena yenya dia kanoma court na court and trust. So finally address Safo. Is a year flow and I have sent them rather come for this long period one by parliament no a day in Amrano
meaning Obiani will be address
Obian to me and Obian you know Obian to me
Obian you know
by bet me you know.
Oh yeah said Amrano is clear. Also one parliament for 15 continuous days without excuse. They may declare your seat vacant.
Okay.
So, but I can't see it happening. Assuming, say, NPP wants the seat declared vacant today. They declared vacant. EC will have to come in and run a new elections. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Over set new dates.
Okay.
So that's it. Parties will now have to go to their own primaries to select someone to come and compete. Who not 3 months. Are we saying say the current parliament can sit there for 3 months without passing any bill?
Wow.
And they're realistic.
Okay.
We are making all the noises. But at the end of the day, common sense will prevail. And now don't be in a free hall. What is the guarantee that you are going to win? There's no guarantee you are going to win that seat.
Okay.
And nobody in NPP wants to, at this stage, go for any election. So what does it?
Wow.
Nobody wants to go for election because now the electorate is not happy. Because a name of wording and a name of wording levy amount for said and tiasie. So that's it.
Yeah.
And for you to bring election, trust me, it's not a good time. Yes. And to me, I can see Adwoa Safo now being kicked out. They may have to sit down with her and listen to her grievances, come to an understanding for the party to move on. But Safo somu yina free party. Meaning I can't see it happening.
But the comments, any reactions from the party, some party members, is it possible for them to sit and
you see,
come to terms?
They are not happy. But what is your alternative for them? Obian Kaso we happy. Uchi commentary now, when you're happy, even the ex children's father cry.
Okay.
It's not happy. Everybody is not happy. Obviously, Adwoa Safo is also not happy.
But then somebody who was their former deputy majority leader. Their second term, appointing substantive minister. All of a sudden, obey free parliament. I continue baby on health grounds. for all this number of days or weeks or months. I brought a party here no urgently, but still I say, oh my, then they see.
Good question. Menu ye should him about the kai. And who said the seat no? When he speak about the competition fierce.
Yeah. He
so
was like, yes, about 5 votes.
Who says speakers also? NPP Nibia and Thomas speaker. Aha.
Yeah.
He said no by implication no. It's becoming obvious who didn't vote for speaker.
Okay.
So that's it. Whoa, Banimi challenge a yipa.
I almost lost this.
I almost lost. Namaba. Who is a mentor Banama? Wait, you see, I can easily tell who did not vote. But you should know. You should know. It will be almost impossible for Adwoa Safo to have voted for him. In such a fierce battle, I catch me. My papa say, "Omra me support over." Nasa me ma wenia. Na me ma sa ba beto ba ma speaker. Come on. Yeah, logic no. Yet me work your logic.
Wow.
As I do sika ko to collection boom. Na yes obi anko yini de. What be working who's akwa we sika no na e 1 cedi.
It's lawyer.
But the 50 cedis.
You are suspecting say.
Me catch say use brains. Now why your calculation? So they make an wow. Because at the end of the day, a simple common sense. One kabedi. Ask yourself, one kabedi. And you know the answer. And you all this bickering and crying and the NPP forcing you can work out by elimination. What do you say? We are.
Wow.
So what I say?
Wow.
This Adwoa Safo thing will be resolved.
But Bilim Hunu say she's ending her political career too quickly or
maybe
too early.
Maybe she doesn't care. Or maybe not. And even man can for a second speaker.
Second deputy speaker.
Then I can
for minute.
As you say, he's a big man now. He say, what the NPP must now do. Say, a reconciliation process. Obi a independent, be a different, be a monko paratron, Obi a back. So that's it. Because second deputy speaker is a budget there.
Yeah.
Obi a ebia,
Samujino.
Obi say amasi,
Akwatia,
or sacrifice. No so independent, no shots by winning. MPP winning, one so mama baby.
No.
Oh, these things, no, they need a healing.
Okay.
The party needs a healing. There's no way somebody will win an election until they heal themselves.
Party leadership, no, are they failing?
That is the problem. NPP has got problems with all the structures, from grassroots to the top. How can you say, for example, mention of 2,000 forms, Yadibrem. People back was what told me 1,000. Nama pencil. How? It is a mission and was can answer for 1,000. That's a mention for no. Ubia in your forms. Nama pencil. It shows that the leadership is weak.
Wow.
Is it about money or it's about proportional representation? What did they make an answer? More money people back to 1,000 forms.
1,000 forms. So,
now a better one winning election because the people are already out. They are angry, so there's no way they will campaign and work hard for the party. It's the leadership who made that decision. They have to answer that. How can you say 2,000 forms? How many people are compared to 1,000?
After 1,000.
Now so people from Sudan also 2,000 now forms no. Why would this can wearing?
Wow.
It's one out of 1,000 and cruise no watch out. And one so talk.
The only side the other can say.
This is what is killing NPP. So NPP need to fix itself from grassroots all the way to the top. Me, I don't believe in giving certain key positions to young people. Too young. General secretary should not go to a young person.
Okay.
You should go to somebody who is mature and who can say no.
Okay.
So that's it. You need somebody who can say no to the big guys.
Yeah.
If you go for small boy, they'll push him around. No. You need a serious, like I said, he's a serious candidate. Nobody can go and push a Sedun around. So what did I say? So NPP need to understand, say, you cannot go and give small boys posts because you want the youth to come. No. And collab agrobium. That's seriousness. That's of food. It's a food agro. Because in collab will be as well as what you sorry. Also for respectable form.
Yeah.
Thank you. But a penny for no, they command some level of respect and dignity. That's what NPP needs to be doing.
In this case, no, what the said in Mexico, Oma person by Nano. Come on, say these are young guys.
I will never support any young guy going for a position like secretary. No, chairmanship. No.
Even some penny for a comment, they are not interested.
Well, because you see, that's the problem. Not that they are not interested, but because they don't want people to push them. So they say,
okay.
They want people to respect them, for them to participate.
Okay.
So they say,
Wow.
and at this stage, NPP will continue to have that problem because NDC has sorted itself out. I don't know if you are actually, and it's more way there.
Okay.
But I personally believe that you need a very mature, serious person like I said,
okay,
to be in charge. I don't believe in young boys. Only they behave anyhow. No, you don't want that.
Wow.
Because at the moment, who is whipping NPP people in line? There's nobody. You can't whip them in line because you are a small boy. But you ain't any serious person be out here in charge. You whip you in line.
Okay.
So it goes with some as also for Penini. And it was small boy and there. So difference.
Okay.
And I want to make
a
difference.
That
is the problem. The NPP has a lot of work to do.
Wow. And see, if it continues this way, what becomes of the NPP in Parliament and the government?
At the moment, who is whipping them in line? And there's a it shows that there's a leadership problem there. Hey, and come was serious person be worship woman in line. I can't tell all this noise.
Okay, it has lawyer. I mean, this way because we are away from Adwoa Safo ne question. Oliver Baka Vomawo, first the country leader. Adibi o amente maybe I say ni lawyer o charge no. This akoto ampa. Yinim say ono so na ye president lawyer. Obi athreatins obi two president and as obi ku etia anacho abanagu. And president lawyer. This is the same person I was also to charge a coup plotter. Isn't
also the politics. That's the problem. The moment you start bringing politics into the legal system, then you have a problem. In the sense, me represent the good people. Sometimes I get a very bad person that I represent. Okay. The same person. So that's it. Yeah. Me wo engrofo I represent you when everything is nice. Okay. And then occasionally I get Ubia so I'm robber. I still represent the person. Okay. Now in terms of this Oliver Baka guy, he's been represented by, I'm told, by Akoto Ampa. Yeah. He's a lawyer. He's a seasoned lawyer. And he is not even political. Okoye case in ma president in T. Also a president lawyer. Doesn't mean the president in Asha them and what to the promotion say, Unko and I am a lawyer. And I say, what do I do? Ubi Odi, a UBR, no, I am. There's nothing inconsistent about what he's doing. Because, what do I lawyer? If you go and hire him as an NDC man, he will do it for you. Ghana, yeah, no. NPP lawyers, NDC lawyers. It makes it very difficult for you to act for somebody who is not in your party. Very difficult. Because our election petition, trust me, it would have been easier for somebody who is not even openly NDC to come and do a work for NPP. You are a lawyer first, if the evidence doesn't fit, there's nothing you can do. So that's it. Okay. But how we are near target. Now, Ampao is a very good lawyer. Now, there's nothing stopping him say, obey Mama Branty if you believe in the cause.
Okay.
So that's where I was telling you, say we have a problem where we try to bring politics into the legal system. Obi Oha, innocently, he needs your help. But because he say, you're boxing in, so we are NDC, or no NPP, no, you're comfortable coming to you. Okay. That is the problem we have. And there's nothing wrong with him representing him.
Okay.
That's how the legal system is supposed to work.
Okay. May I say, lawyer, Yemfa, Yejumedino, Yemfensi, Ibrano, Enyason, Yebeda, Pass or Gibresha, Yembeko, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, any other social media handles, no search for Taabea TV, like pages, no share conversations, no news, no beer in your being share. First, that Taabea Herbal Products, and a Beauty 360, and a Soyasene, my director, KB in Cancer, and my guest, na lawyer Kwame Adofo of Holy Trinity Chambers. Kumasi mimdin ede kwabena Martin adonyame adoma bresemu yebesanso ene wehia